The history of Cusseta, Alabama, is deeply intertwined with the rich heritage of the Creek Indians and the tumultuous period of American westward expansion. Early history and the Creek Indians. Long before European settlers arrived, the area now known as Cusseta was home to the Creek Indians, a powerful and influential Native American tribe. The Creek people, known for their sophisticated culture and intricate social structure, inhabited the region for centuries. They established numerous villages, including the important town of Cusseta, which served as a significant political and cultural center. European contact and colonial era. In the 17th century, European explorers and traders began venturing into the Creek territories. The arrival of these outsiders brought significant changes to the Creek way of life. Initially, the Creek people maintained a cautious but cooperative relationship with the Europeans, engaging in trade and diplomacy. However, as European settlement expanded, tensions between the two groups increased, leading to conflicts and land disputes. The Creek War and the Trail of Tears. The early 19th century witnessed a period of intense conflict between the Creek Indians and American settlers. The Creek War, a brutal and bloody conflict, erupted in 1813 and lasted for several years. The war resulted in significant losses for both sides, and ultimately, the Creek people were forced to cede vast amounts of their ancestral lands. In the aftermath of the war, the United States government implemented the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which mandated the forced relocation of Native American tribes, including the Creek, to lands west of the Mississippi River. This tragic event, known as the Trail of Tears, resulted in the displacement and suffering of thousands of Creek people. The founding of Cusseta. Following the removal of the Creek Indians, white settlers began to establish communities in the region. The town of Cusseta was founded in 1853, named after the ancient Creek town that once stood nearby. The town grew slowly but steadily, supported by agriculture and local businesses. The Civil War and Reconstruction. Cusseta, like many other towns in Alabama, was significantly impacted by the American Civil War. The conflict brought hardship and division to the community. After the war, the town, along with the rest of the South, entered a period of reconstruction, a time of social and political upheaval. The 20th century and beyond. In the 20th century, Cusseta continued to evolve, adapting to the changing economic and social landscape of the region. The town experienced periods of growth and decline, influenced by factors such as industrialization, agricultural trends, and demographic shifts. Despite its relatively small size, Cusseta has maintained its unique identity and historical character. Today, Cusseta remains a charming and historic town, offering visitors a glimpse into its rich past. The town's well-preserved historic buildings, including the Cusseta Fort, serve as reminders of its early days. Cusseta is also known as the birthplace of legendary lawman Pat Garrett, who famously killed the outlaw Billy the Kid.